Born January 7th, 1964, Nicolas Cage is an American actor and filmmaker. Cage received an Academy Award, a Golden Globe, and Screen Actors Guild Award for his performance in Leaving Las Vegas in 1995, before coming to the attention of wider audiences with mainstream films such as The Rock, Face Off, and Con Air. Cage has also starred in box office hits such as Ghost Rider, Knowing, and the National Treasure series. So kick back and relax as we count down Nicolas Cage's top 10 movies. Coming in at number 10, we've got Trespass with Nicolas Cage playing the role of Kyle Miller. He stars alongside Nicole Kidman in this movie where thugs break into his home and threatens the life of his wife and his daughter. An underrated Cage movie here in my opinion. Some good moments and some good suspense throughout this movie. And in at number 9, if you can see the future, you can save it. It's Nicolas Cage starring alongside Julianne Moore and Jessica Biel in this movie where Nick Cage can see future events before they happen. A fun movie here with some good action. It's next. And in at number 8, it is Nicolas Cage starring as Edward Malis in this remake of the 1973 film The Wicker Man. A good mystery adventure movie here from Cage. And in at number 7, we have Nicolas Cage starring as Professor Jonathan Kessler in the movie Knowing. Now, I would call this a sci-fi action-adventure all wrapped into one. Knowing came out in 2009 and did very well at the box office. A good movie here. And at number 6, it is the classic The Rock, with Nicolas Cage starring alongside Sean Connery and Ed Harris as he plays the role of Dr. Stanley Goodspeed. This movie came out in 1996 and was just another of Nicolas Cage's big box office successes that he had throughout the 90s. And as the name suggests, The Rock, it is all about the prison Alcatraz. A ton of action in this one. And then at number 5, it's the movie where his curse became his power. It's Nicolas Cage starring as Johnny Blaze in Ghost Rider. Good cast here with Eva Mendes and Sam Elliott. A lot of cool special effects. And this movie's a lot of fun. Definitely worth watching. And coming in at number 4, it's a sequel to the original movie National Treasure. This one came out in 2007. A great cast here with Justin Bother, Diane Kruger coming back from the first National Treasure, and you also got Ed Harris thrown in here as well. So a great cast, a really strong movie, a lot of fun, did really well at the box office, and you've even got Nick Cage having to kidnap the President of the United States at one part in this movie. So what's not to like, huh? Great sequel here. And it's just a pity that they didn't end up making more of these movies, because they were very successful for Nicolas Cage. And coming in at number 3 is the original National Treasure, with Nicolas Cage, of course, playing Benjamin Franklin Gates. We've got Harvey Keitel and John Voight in this one, just as we did in the sequel, and also a great performance here by Sean Bean, as he is on the heels of Nicolas Cage every step of the way throughout this movie, as they hunt down clues and try to reclaim the treasure. This movie and its sequel, as I mentioned before, both did very well at the box office for Nicolas Cage, and will we ever see a National Treasure 3 one day? Well, don't hold your breath, because it hasn't happened by now, but it would have been good if they had made some more sequels to these movies. And at number 2, it's the classic. It's 1997's Face Off. We've got Nicolas Cage playing the role of criminal Castor Troy. He stars alongside John Travolta. A ton of action in this movie. A very intriguing story going on here between your two main characters. And we even have both men, Travolta and Cage, having to swap each other's faces at one point in the movie. The special effects they use here, you could say, are pretty gross at times, but it is cool seeing John Travolta trying to act like Nicolas Cage and Nicolas Cage trying to act like John Travolta's character. It's real messed up. This movie's a real trip. A really cool action flick from the 90s. And my number one movie from Nicolas Cage, it's gotta be 1997's big blockbuster hit. It's Con Air. Nick Cage had a ton of big blockbuster successes throughout the 90s with his action films, and this is my number one. He plays the role of Cameron Poe. A great cast here, starring alongside John Cusack, John Malkovich, and Steve Buscemi. And as the name suggests, Con Air, you got prisoners up in an airplane who are being transported to a brand new prison, and a ton of action ensues from there. A great story to go along with this movie too, and it's my number one. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you have some of your own movies you'd like to add to the list. Let us know in the comments below. We'll catch you on the next video.